Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry if I'm talking too quiet. I know that's been something that people have been complaining about. But you know what I'm super excited about? I don't want to wake up my nephew. It's super late and he hasn't taken his nap at all. But you know, I just wanted to show this that came into the mail. I got so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my tarot godmother sent me another batch of stuff. Lots of decks and books and a few other stuff. Oh, I forgot to bring those. Oh, well, whatever. I'll just tell them. So yeah, let's just start with some crystals that she sent me, which I'm super excited for. She sent me this, which honestly, it used to be a part of a pendulum, but I'm pretty sure I can find some glue and I think I have a chain somewhere that I can use to turn into another pendulum if I find a way to. Or I can just use it as like a little point, you know? And I can put it over here. You won't be able to see it, but it'll be there. But what I'm really excited for was, oh, this one's actually, I didn't think much of it when I first got it. I think it's fluorite? I could be wrong. But I think it's fluorite. I'm not sure. Let me try and get this in the right angle. So yeah, you guys can see my neighbor's yard out there. But yeah, I think it's fluorite. I could be completely wrong. But I'm loving it. Oh my gosh. But this is one that I'm really excited for. This is one that I've been actually looking for because I only have a selenite sphere, but I love selenite and I want to be more in a handheld kind of way, but the sphere was like way too big to comfortably fit in my hand. But this though, this here, oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Oh, the camera is not doing this justice. It can't handle it. Oh, and what I love the most is, you know what's interesting about selenite is that when it gets like scratched or damaged, I believe, because I think this happened, if you can see those little spots right there, I think those were from the little quartz point because they were in a bag together. And when they were shipped over here, the quartz point kind of like, I think maybe dinged on it a little too many times. Which honestly, with selenite, with those little scratches and splatches will actually make more shiny inclusions, and it'll shine either way, and it won't like hinder the crystal at all. And I love it. Oh my gosh, amazing! I like how you can also like kind of see through it almost. Almost, I love that. Selenite is such an interesting crystal, and I love it. And also, it fits in my palm. It fits in my palm. It's a perfect palm stone. And I grabbed it. I'm like, oh, all the stress just left my body. And then I let go of it, and then it came back, and I'm like, this is normal. So yeah, now into some books that she sent me. She sent me Tarot and You by Richard Roberts Morgan, by Roberts Morgan and Morgan. Oh wait, no, what the hell? By Richard Roberts, Morgan and Morgan Incorporated. I think that's the publisher. Yeah. Don't be. Why are they confusing me with all these names? Hardcover. We're just. I don't know. Is there any hardcover tarot books out there? I'm pretty sure like this, but you know, rarely see them. So yeah, essentially, I think it's. Let me see. I think this is the first book of taped tarot card readings using easy to follow free association methods. Without previous knowledge, you may divine by tarot for family and friends. Various tarot, and it gets cut off because of the sticker. I'll try to take that off later. But yeah, again, very interesting. The mere fact that it's hardcover, you know, for some reason I always see tarot books in paperbacks. No idea, but again, interesting read. I know it's an older copy, I believe, so yeah, let's put you guys right here. Okay. Now let's see. This one, it's such a shame that this is such an interesting book that I really do want to get into, but the cover is so oof, you know? Like people say, never judge a book by its cover, honey. Then why are you putting ugly ass covers on it? So here it is. Again, it's not that bad, but it's like, you know, again, the Tarot Playbook, 78 novel ways to connect with tarot cards, and they're little activity and projects that you can do with each of the cards onto these. And honestly, like, yes. It's literally like dragging deck collectors on here. It's like, do you wish you understood your tarot cards better? The Tarot Playbook can help. Effortlessly bond with your cards by playing your way through its combination of games, activities, and what if readings. Practice an ancient art of tarot and yoga. Take a pose of the magician, as above, so below. Predict the weather. Try your hand at genetic engineering. what? With the Tarot Playbook, you can explore your deck's distinctive personality, broaden your reading skills, and mine your imagination and intuition, all without the pressures of serious study. Connect with each and every tarot deck you own. Yes, even those buried in the back of the drawer. I'd be like, those are in the back of the drawer for a reason. Book. So yeah, and it's my Schiffer, and I can tell. Honestly though, I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Is one little thing, just like separate from the content. The sturdiness of the backs, very, you know, kind of forces you to open the book. It's really hard to hold on to, you know, especially with this one. And well, no, that's a guidebook. Let's see. Okay, to a deck that I got. Because we're going to save those together for the decks. So here, she also sent me a Tarot History, Symbolism, and Divination by Robert M. Place. This was in my cart, in and out of my cart, when I was looking at books to get. I'm so happy I got it. I'm definitely going to pre-order his, the new copy, his new book coming out, which is called The Tarot. What is this lady doing? She almost ran over one of our sprinklers. She's a little viejita. I'll let her pass. She's trying to get at a yard sale. I think my neighbors are having a yard selling. I should go check it out. But anyways, but yeah, because I just ordered Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery and the Alchemical Tarot. I'm sorry, this lady is like creeping me out. I'm so suspicious of people. And I'm gonna order pre-order next month. Next month is just gonna be a bunch of pre-orders for me. The Tarot, Magic, Alchemy, Hermeticism, and Neoplatonism. Why does he always put those long ass titles on his books? Then she sent me this one, which honestly, I don't think she knew that I ordered Spirit de la Lune. But she sent me this, Moonology, working with the magic and lunar cycles. I know I've always seen this book on Instagram and on YouTube. I want to say I've always seen people reference it and always talk about it, and I'm like, you know. I wasn't really keen on working with the moon. I was just going to really focus more on it in an astrological way, you know, and in terms of tarot, but, you know, I'm getting sucked into it. So yeah, now let's get into the decks that she sent me. Now, I don't want to get the ones with the big guidebooks that are separate. Oh, so, okay, so she sent me the Voyager Tarot. Now, I'm not a big fan of collage decks. I'm not a big fan. What the hell's up with my hand movements? I'm not a big fan of these collage decks, and this is one of those bad collage decks. But you know what? I don't know. Always give a deck a chance. You never know. Watch me do a reading, and it's like the best deck I've ever owned. I've already looked through some of the cards, and I already have some that I don't like. You know, a lot of my readings, a lot of the deck choices that I make are aesthetics based, and I've always seen this one. I feel like this is one of those more popular ones that are Photoshop collage-y type decks, you know? I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about it. I'll have to see. But yeah. Next deck that she sent me, I'm actually kind of excited for this one, the Isis Oracle. Let me look through some of the cards. I haven't looked through it. The box is really, really sturdy. I don't think she's used this one. Okay. A really thick guidebook. The Knot of Isis. Is this all like Egyptian Isis based? The Flower of Life. Huh. Let me see. I'm loving the backs. Oh, I just love these types of beetles. Yeah, let's see. Truths Unveiled. Revelation of Isis. Huh. I'm trying to remember what god that is. I can't tell. I'll have to read the book. The Lunar Queen, she of the Celestial Crescent. Look at her. Look at her. Key of Life. Oh, look at this. Mother of Life. I always love Egyptian symbolisms. I love how they look. I don't know why. I think it's like the mysteriousness of them. It's like they mean something, but we don't know what it means. I love that. The Cartouche. Divine Names of Power. Oh, I think I might use it. Well, I'm not sure how it would work with the Rosetta Tarot. One, because I'm still studying the type of system that it is, but the Egyptian theme kind of works with it. And I do want to look more into Egyptian decks and more Egyptian styled themes of styled decks. You know what I mean? One of them is what was it? Oh, and I also want to go into. I think I always say this. Aztec and Central American, ancient Central American culture mythology type of decks. There's one oracle called the Jade Oracle that I'm really excited for. So I don't know if I'll be able to order it. I know it was funded on Kickstarter. I believe it was funded. It should be. I'm gonna double check. Watch it not be. Oh my gosh, if it's not funded, I'm gonna be so sad. But anyways, another deck that I got was the Mythic Tarot. My fucking dad. My dad. He's all scaring me. My gosh, I can't do a video without them interrupting me. Oh, but yeah, you all know this deck by Kelly from the Truth and Story. I don't like doing. Oh gosh, it's so difficult. I might do a walkthrough of it. I don't know. It is the new edition though. The cardstock is interesting. I actually like the cardstock. But yeah, again, I always love. I love Greek mythology. I love all mythology. You know. So yeah. But anyways, and the guidebook. The guidebook. Oh my gosh, this guidebook. Yes. Look at this, the guidebook, and it's so big too. Oh, it's full of information. Let me see if there's any spreads. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's just a Celtic cross. It's a Celtic cross. Oh, look at this. Reading the planets, reading the planetary spread, and it's 7 cards for each of the planets. Which makes sense, because the 7 planets are associated to each of the 7 gods. Well, the visual ones, like, so yeah. Oh, look at that, and then it has extra space for readings here. For a few of them, there's a few pages on that. Let me see if there's anything else back here. Oh, she underlined a few things. Yes, yes, yes. It's always good to look at. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's actually good to get used books like that, because then they highlight and underline important things that you can like piggyback on and really draw your eyes towards. And so yeah, the next deck that she sent me was the Golden Dawn Ritual Tarot. Oh, well, the new Golden Dawn Ritual Tarot. I want to say it's actually called the Golden Dawn Magical Tarot, and it comes in a book set like this. And I threw away the box because it's that old Llewellyn box set where it had that weird dumb box setup thing that. Yeah, if you guys know, you know. It's garbage. It's that thin cardstock, which I've actually come to appreciate, you know? Honestly, I've come to appreciate it. The Major Arcana is honestly very interesting. I don't like the fat baby, but I do like the wolf. and it's very Thoth-like, but it's not, because Thoth doesn't have the Emperor with this Hebrew letter, so it's more Golden Dawn based. So yeah, it is more strictly Golden Dawn, I want to say, in terms of like its associations and its colors, and so yeah, because Crowley does change a few things, I want to say. So yeah, and so does the Rider-Waite-Smith, which obviously you can tell it is very, very different from this type of deck, but again, he does follow the same basic rules, I guess. So yeah, but again, it does come with a really good book, really nice sized book that goes more into depth of that stuff. So yeah, and this actually honestly made me want to get a deck that nobody here also has, the what's it called? The Golden Dawn, Tarot of the Golden Dawn Temple, or the Golden Dawn Temple Tarot, something like that. Very focused on the colors, and the colored borders looks really nice on that. So yeah, she sent me, moving forward though, she sent me another deck, an extra copy of the Hermetic Tarot, which honestly, it's always good to have backups. But funny thing, the giveaway that I'm making, one of them, somebody commented and was like, oh, if I win the first place, which is like a deck of your choice, then I'd want this deck or some other deck. I want to say it's one of those decks. I think he or she mentioned this deck, I want to say. So, you know, if he wins and it's this deck, then you know? But I am gonna try to convince him to be like, hey, are you sure you want this deck? Because it is a deck of your choice, honey. Like, why would you get a mass-produced deck, honey? Like, you know, I'd get a deck like this one, the Cosmos Tarot and Oracle. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Which I already have this deck, but honestly though, it's good to have a backup in case somebody says like, oh, I really want this deck, but you know, I don't want to pay this much for it or whatever, you know, then I'll be like, hey, a trade, you know? It's always good to have but it's also good to have a backup too, you know? So who knows, you know? I want to say, I don't know if there's anything different on it. No. No, there's nothing different so far from my edition and hers. But yeah, oh, it's just such a gorgeous deck. I don't want to open it because, well, maybe no, I don't want to open it because I already know what's in there. So yeah, that was what she sent me for this batch. And I also got today, which I was surprised that I got, is the William Blake Tarot. She didn't send this to me. I ordered this myself. And you can find this on Amazon, the revised edition, because there is an older edition that's out of print. But yeah, this one so far is actually really, really interesting, and I'm gonna have to work with it a little. I kind of want to work with it, like study the images more, maybe look at the PDF that's online on the website for this deck, and study it more to get a better in-depth analysis of it, and maybe study William Blake himself a little more, because I know very little of him, but when I saw this image, it shouted of this one deck that I love. You all know I love this deck, the Mary L. These two rays, this angle here, this right angle here shining on these two books reminds me of the Seven of Coins in that one. Of course it's not books, but it's coins, but it just reminds me of that for some reason. And so yeah. I think that's it. Oh, and she also sent me these little stand things for like when you draw the card of the day, you can put those on there. And so yeah. And so yeah, tomorrow I'm also going to be getting the Alchemical Tarot and the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery. I think I've already talked about that. And I'm gonna have to do all these walkthroughs, but she got me busy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think of all these decks that I just showed and these books that I have. And so yeah, and I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting a book or something that she sent me. I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye.